1984 has been a tough year. Our sales are down, our growth is down.
Sonny, I brought you in here to grow the basketball business.
People don't know what the hell a Nike is.
What's a Converse?
NBA All-Star shoe.
Yes, the Celtics were everything. So I was definitely a Bird guy, but I think it's like, you know, Jordan kind of. Somebody asked me, like, what are you doing? You're from Boston. You're making a movie about the Chicago guy, and Michael Jordan sort of transcends, I think, rivalry and sports and sort of parochialism means something more to people and the game. It's about sort of greatness.
You would have to have a pretty compelling pitch.
I can tell them the one thing the other companies can't compete with. Our basketball division is terrible.
I do not love it. This is where you come up with a brilliant idea that no one else can see. Let's hear it.
I got it.
It's interesting because one of the things about great global iconic figures is that they manage to mean something to people all over the world, and people all over the world obviously have very different experiences and lives and stories, and what's remarkable is that all of us from our different places manage still to connect to this one person, right? So what is it about people, about these very few extremely special people, that they can touch everyone in the whole world? And I wouldn't like presume to know exactly what that is, but I find it kind of magical and fascinating and alluring.
I found him.
Who's that? Jesus? Can't afford it.
I'm willing to bet my career on one guy. My name's Sonny Vaccaro. I'm with Nike.
Do you typically make it a habit of showing up at people's front doors unannounced?
I don't like to take no for an answer.
Oh, man. Here we go.
You ask me what I do here. This is what I do. I find you players, and I feel it this time. Yeah, okay, it's risky. When you were selling sneakers out of the back of your Plymouth, that was risky. Don't change that now.
For a rookie,
Yes.
who's never set foot on an NBA court.
That's the literal definition of rookie, yeah.
Everybody else around him is there, but he himself, you never see his face. And I think that, in a way, relieved some of the pressure, but there was definitely a pressure to the only pressure I really felt was to, like, really be respectful of and do justice to who he is, what he means to people, and treat that with the appropriate respect. That is meaningful to me, very meaningful.
What's the plan? We build a shoe line around just him. I need the greatest basketball shoe that's ever been made.
Who's the player?
Michael Jordan.
As a director, because I'm a real believer in the simple principle of this sort of duality inherent in filmmaking, which is that you have to have, the movie has to feel realistic, it has to feel authentic, and it has to surprise the audience. Because if what happens is something that the audience can predict, even if they like it, you can go along with it and they go, okay, here comes the scene where this happened. It's ordinary, it's boring, it's dull, it's just not what I want to do. But you can always surprise the audience with a dragon landing, but then they feel, well, this is arbitrary and this is false and this is, you lose their connection to the story. So the tension between those two competing pressures, I think, kept me sort of on a good high wire, at a good sort of, in a good balancing act. And initially, what I remember talking to Matt and saying, like, I feel like this movie's got to be 90 minutes. Like, you can never be bored at any moment. What people are telling you has to either be new, funny, insightful, revelatory, or it's going to be out of the movie.
You have our attention.
I believe in your son. I believe he's the future. And his story is gonna make us want to fly. But a shoe is just a shoe.
Until my son steps into it.
But what I think is really fascinating about it, and when I drive, it's at the heart of this story, when I watch the movie with audiences is that they bring to it all the knowledge of that, all the things they associate with Michael Jordan and the process and what he's meant to them. Whatever that is, they bring it with them, and so it resonates more.
You got a name for it? Air Jordan.
I don't know.
Seriously?
Maybe it'll grow on me.